Hello, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Yasmin and today I'll be talking you through a active recovery sequence with a little bit of a focus on head, neck and shoulders. So we're going to begin seated. Get yourselves nice and comfortable, maybe cross legs, maybe the legs are forward if that's more comfortable for you, or you could even go legs out nice and wide. So find a posture where you're balanced or even on both sides of the body, and then grow as long as you can through the spine. Relax those shoulders down. And then just to begin to encourage the shoulders to open, we'll flip the palms so that softly starts to draw those shoulders all the way back. And then let the chin rest somewhere neutral, so rather than head lifted or dropped, just in a direct line facing forward, close the eyes. Begin to notice how your body feels today. So maybe you start by breathing in and up towards the top of the chest. And then breathing nice and slow out and down. Let the breath float all the way down towards the bottom of the belly. Feel that movement within you as you breathe in. That expansion in the ribcage, the lungs, the chest. And as you exhale, let the breath move all the way down. Scan the body for any tension, any tightness as you pause here. And then just be mindful as we move throughout the practice. So if you need to adjust anything, soften, come out, please do feel free. When you're ready, you can blink the eyes back into the room. And we'll just begin to take some ear to shoulder movements. So let the ear float down, spine stays nice and tall. And then back through center, and we'll take it across to the second side, ear to shoulder, spine stays nice and tall. Now let's maybe do 2 of those on either side. And then if it feels comfortable for you, you can start to think about half circles. So the chin floats down towards the chest, then the ear comes to the shoulder. And again, just keep it nice and gentle. Spine stays long, working at your own pace. Find some movement, and then eventually bringing the head all the way back to still. Check in with the shoulders now. Give those shoulders a roll, taking them all the way around and down. And then allowing the shoulders to settle somewhere near the back. Stretch the arms out, keep those palms facing upwards. Let's go for a little bit of mobility. Breathing in as you reach the hands up nice and high. And then breathing out, press, create resistance through the palms as you draw the hands all the way back down to the heart. Let's reverse that. Breathe in, stretch up, lift your gaze. And then breathing out, take the shoulders round and down as wide as you can. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, press down, hands to heart. Breathe in, press up. And then breathe out, stretching as wide back as you can. Now when you get there, place the fingers down. Let me turn this so you can see. Fingers to point towards the bum, and we're going to flatten the palms to the ground. So if you're seated cross-legged, feel free to adjust so that this feels more comfortable. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades in towards each other, elbows are bent, and then we lift the chest. We press the collarbone forward, maybe we lift the gaze. Hold it there, starting to create some space across the top of the chest. Slight back bend here, grounded down through the palms. One more breath. And then nice and slowly soften off that tension, bring it all the way back to neutral, lift yourself up. And then when you're ready, let's start to make some slightly bigger movements. So we'll think about interlacing. We'll flip the palms to face forward, straighten out through the arms and press the palms away. Pause it there, spine stays nice and tall. And then from where you are, we're going to extend the arms up overhead. So we think about reaching, palms up towards the ceiling, taking those arms as far back as is comfortable. Now notice if your shoulders are really up by your ears, you're going to draw them down, pull them back into the socket, and then also notice your rib cage. So if you're taking a big back bend to ease some of that tightness on the shoulders, try pull the rib cage back in so that the spine's a little bit straighter, and then think about extending through the shoulders, through the palms, to find more of an opening. Hold it there. And then slowly bend at the elbow, let the hands float all the way to the back of the head, elbows pressing out nice and wide. And now it doesn't matter if the ribcage gets involved, we're going to start to add a little bit of a bend. So as you inhale, press your elbows wide, lift your gaze. And as you exhale, tuck, chin to chest, spine stays tall, elbows hug in. Inhale, press the chest forward, elbows wide, lift the gaze. And exhale, tuck, spine neutral, chin hugs, elbows hug. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck. Okay, now this time, think about lifting the head, broadening through the elbows, and then we'll find cactus through the arms. So we think about releasing those hands and pressing palms out nice and wide. Press through the fingers, press back through the elbows, and try to keep that 90. So you've got a nice straight line from shoulder to elbow, and then a nice straight line from elbow to palm. Notice any tension in the head, the neck. If you need to soften, bring those elbows down and touch. Actively press back and away, through palms, through elbows, finding space across the front of the chest. And then from where you are, let's go right ear towards right shoulder. Right hand floats onto the side of the head, and then that left hand can reach down towards the ground. Stay nice and tall. Maybe close the eyes. Hold it here. Start to tune into your breath. And then from where you are, just a very slight adjustment. Let the chin rotate towards the chest. The hand maybe hugs slightly further around the back of the head. Again, eyes can be open or closed, whichever feels more comfortable for you today. And then release. Come back to center, give the shoulders, give the head a little bit of attention. And then let's take the second side. So you're going to think about inhaling, sweeping the hands up nice and high, and as you exhale, cactus, bend at the elbow, press back. Let's do the same on the second side. So we drop the ear towards the shoulder, spine stays tall, and then we float the hand onto the side of the head. When you're ready, release, extend, stretch the fingers down towards the ground. Hold it there, maybe the eyes close. And then adjust the head. Drop the chin. Hand shuffles slightly further around the back of the head. And release. Hands rest on the knees or wherever is comfortable. And we take a few half circles. Okay, bring yourselves back to center. Last stretch from this seat, and then we'll come over onto all fours. Please feel free to adjust as much as you need if the seat's not feeling comfortable anymore. Stretch those arms out nice and wide, flip the right palm. Take a breath in, reach up, and as you breathe out, we're going to glide to the side. Now notice this inside edge of the waist that you tend to squish in, grow tall. You should feel long on both sides, so you can adjust this bottom hand as much as you need, and we're going to hold it there. So gradually starting to feel length all the way down the side of the waist. And for those of you that have a little bit more flexibility, you want to sink deeper, think about the elbows starting to come down towards the ground. Now you will feel that squidge on the inside. Again, the further the hand is away, the more length you'll be able to keep on that inside edge as you extend. Gazing down will be softer for the neck, for the shoulder. If it feels okay to, the option is to take the gaze up towards the ceiling. And then gently float back. They're going to even you out. We'll do the exact same stretch on the second side. So make sure you've got space. Think about spreading, flipping, reaching. Space on both sides of the waist as you reach across. So rather than down, we're long. We're feeling extended and strong, holding your posture on that inside edge. And then maybe sinking lower if that feels comfortable. Might be different on this side. Maybe the gaze goes forward, maybe it goes up, maybe it's down. And then release, rise up. Okay, just take a few little circles through the waist. Tuck the tailbone under as you come around the back. And then change direction, circles the other way, just to loosen any tension, any tightness. And then bring it over. Let's find all fours, hands down. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Let's work a little bit through the spine. So the tops of the feet are relaxed down. As you inhale, press the chest forward, elbows soften, lift your gaze. And as you exhale, round. Tuck the tailbone under, around the upper back, pull the belly in, chin to chest. Inhale, chest forward, elbows soft. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, lengthen, bring it forward, open the collarbone, front of the chest. Exhale, tucking. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Tuck the tail, arch the upper back. And then nice and slow, bring yourselves all the way back to center. Spine is long, belly pulls in. Stretch those arms forward, find a puppy pose. See how long you can go with the arms whilst keeping the bum lifted, and then relax the forehead down. So the goal here is that those elbows are lifted. This is active. We're pressing through palms. Head drops down towards the floor. If the head makes contact with the ground, maybe you gently roll the head from side to side. And then nice and slow, glide your way back, find all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's thread the needle. Breathing in, reach that arm up. Breathing out, circle it down. Breathing in, reach up. Breathing out, circle down. Third one, this time hold at the top, breathe in. Pause there, shift your gaze nice and high, breathe out. Take one more breath in at the top. And as you breathe out, thread under. Right cheek, right shoulder, come onto the ground. You've gone across your body and you're resting. Let the head sink down. Let the left arm extend forward. Maybe your head is underneath that left arm. Hips stay nice and high. Now the further the right shoulder comes through, the stronger this stretch is going to be. So adjust as much as you need. Option to take the gaze up towards the ceiling. Option to take your left hand into a bind, reaching all the way across towards your right thigh and pressing that shoulder up towards the ceiling. So you're trying to rotate and twist. Totally optional, though you're welcome for that left arm to stay grounded. Let's go one more breath in either variation. And then slowly unravel. Find your way to all fours, set yourselves up, spread the fingers, nice long spine. Here we go, second side. Inhale, reach left arm. Exhale, circle down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. Hold at the top, inhale. Pause it there, exhale. Spine is nice and long, arm extended. Breath in at the top, breath out to thread. Left cheek, left shoulder, down on the ground. Come nice and far through with that arm. Option to hold it here in your needle. Option to extend, right arm forward, head is under the right arm. Pause and breathe. Option to take the bind if you did on the first side. Thinking about pressing back through right shoulder, maybe lifting the gaze. One more breath. And release. Float your way back down. Bring yourselves to center, tuck those toes, downward dog. We're going to lift the hips up nice and high. Take your time, no rush. Give those heels a pad. So you're thinking about one heel drawing down and then the other. No rush here, really take your time. Stretching out through the backs of the legs. First real leg stretch now, so just ease your body in, no rush. And then when you're ready, gently finding yourselves back to still. Make sure your downward dog's not too short. So maybe you think about those hands walking even further away. We're going to float. So as you inhale, roll to plank. Get the wrists and the shoulders in line. Press your heels away, bum in line. And then exhale, downward dog. Hips go high, heels draw down. On the inhale, float forward. Pull the belly in, wrists and shoulders stack. Exhale, extend, hips high. Last one. Inhale, float. Exhale, press back. Now this time inhale, float, but lower the knees. Hold it there, exhale. So you can have toes tucked or untucked. Show the creases of the elbows forward. We're going to come down nice and slow. Make sure the bum is dropped towards the ground. So rather than all fours, the pelvis is tucked under and we bring the weight forward through the palms. Take a breath in. Back stays straight, breath out, lower 1/3 of the way. Hold it there, breath in. Second breath, second, third. Last one, breath in. All the way, take it down, breath out. Now when you reach the ground, untuck those toes. Let's go feet nice and wide, give your back some space. Hands are roughly underneath the shoulders. Pressing through the feet, press through the pelvis, press lightly through the palms. Inhale, lift your chest, soft back bend here. Exhale, lower, take it down. Inhale, press and lift, you decide how high. Exhale, lower, take it down. Third and final, this time we hold at the top. Inhale, press. Now we're going to exhale, look over one shoulder, try see toes. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. Exhale, all fours. Press it back. Set yourselves up. From where you are, we're going to take your weight into the palms and into the left knee. Stretch your right leg out behind and flex your right foot. Think about making a nice straight line so that the heel is in line with the hip and the tummy pulls in to give you that support through the spine. Take a breath in. Now as you breathe out round, tuck, knee comes all the way under towards the nose, stretching out the upper back. Breathing in, re-extend, flex the foot. Breathing out, knee to nose, tuck under, round the back, arch through the spine. Breathe in, extend. This time we hold, breathe out, tuck. Now keep breathing, keep pressing the earth away, stretching out through the shoulder blades. Look towards your palms and we're going to float that foot down. Try to get your foot all the way in between the palms, so just as much as you need. So if the foot lands way back, you can pick it up and adjust. Place the foot down. Think about inhaling to rise, lift the arms, lift the chest. Now notice your tailbone here, draw the tailbone down towards the ground so you're nice and straight through the spine. Breathing out, pause. Left toes can be tucked or untucked, hold it there, nice and strong, long through the spine, one more breath. And then from where you are, left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back, we're going for a twist. Maybe the gaze is towards the right hand. Maybe this is enough. Maybe you want to add more of a twist by placing that left hand all the way across towards the right thigh. One more breath. And then nice and slow, release, re-extend the arms, shift your gaze forward, float the left hand down, we'll go hand under shoulder. Right hand's going to come all the way to the back of the head and then actively press your chest open, your elbow back, lift your gaze. Now notice now that the hips may have sunken forward a little bit, that's okay. Adjust as much as you need here, lengthening through the spine, actively drawing back through shoulder, through elbow. One more. And release. Float the hand down. Hand comes on the inside edge. We're going to flex the foot, extend it forwards, sweep it round, place it down. Have a little wiggle from side to side. Try free up any tension, any tightness. And then let's do the second side. Find all fours, pull the belly in, lengthen the spine, and let's flex through the left foot. Left heel up in line with the hip. Pull the belly in for support. Grounding down through those palms. Take a breath in. Knee to nose, breathing out, tucking under. Breathing in, extend. Breathing out, tuck. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out. Now hold, stay tucked. Press through the palms, press the earth away. Really arching through the upper back. Shift your gaze towards your palms. Float that foot down. Get it all the way down in line with the palms. Adjust as much as you need, set yourselves up. Inhale, rising. Lift the arms, draw the tailbone down. Exhale, hold it there. Maybe the gaze goes high. Arms stay long, tail stays tucked. Long line through the back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now let's go for that twist. We're going to go right arm forward, left arm back. And we can hold it there. Maybe that's enough for you today. If you wanted to add more, you can think about the right hand coming all the way across towards the outside edge of the left thigh and pressing, rotating. Shifting your gaze towards the left hand again will also assist. Hold it there. And release. Float the right arm up, float the right palm down, and then we're going to think about the left hand coming all the way to the back of the head. Maybe the hips have sunken forward just a touch. Left elbow presses up and open. Lift your gaze. Right hand is directly underneath the right shoulder. Actively opening through the chest, through the elbow. and release. Float the hands down, hands come onto the inside edge. Extend the leg, flex the foot, sweep it round, place it down. Wide leg child's pose. Shuffle those knees out wide, big toes touch, bum presses back. Now think about gliding hands forward, forehead rests down towards the mat. Option to have the elbows off the ground or on, whichever feels better for you now. So off will be a little bit more active, elbows down will be more relaxed. And in either case, maybe you're thinking about that forehead rolling from side to side. Try to find yourselves a little bit of softness through the brow, through the forehead. And then nice and slow, ease your way back to center. Ease your hands in and set yourselves up for all fours. Draw the knees under, tuck the toes under, downward dog, lifting up. Check in, maybe notice the distance between your hands and your feet. Option to go longer, give yourselves more space. Pad down through those heels one at a time, stretching out the backs of the legs. Let's go feet hip distance. And then maybe you feel ready to take the stretch a little bit deeper. In which case you think about grounding down through your right foot, and we're going to step your left foot onto the heel of the right. We use the extra weight to draw that heel closer towards the ground, to press the belly back towards the thighs, and feel that extension down the back of the right leg. One more. And then let's try even you out, placing left foot down. Right foot steps onto the heel, sinking left heel, belly presses back, head is heavy. Slow the breath. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Let's try one more breath. And then float the foot down. Knees are soft, gaze goes forward. Inhale, step or hop, feet to the top. Exhale, forward fold. Now in your fold, give your feet space, bend your knees, place your belly on your thighs. You're trying to make that connection. We're going to grip onto the elbows, relax the head, and then go for a little sway from side to side. So let the hips do the swaying, and let that movement transfer all the way through the body. Head stays nice and soft. See if you can relax your head any more than you already have. And then gradually bring yourselves back to center. We're going to swap the hands to interlace the fingers and place them all the way at the back of the head where the hair meets the neck. Hug the elbows around the ears like you're giving your head a hug. Squeeze in. Relax the head, relax the neck. Pausing here. Knees can be more bently if that feels more comfortable. Feel the length down the back of the neck, maybe a softening through the shoulders. And then gradually release. Let the hands come all the way down and take your time uncurling. We're going to come all the way up to a stand. Now when you're up, take your time to check in, shoulders, neck. And then we're going to twist everything. So we think about stepping the feet a touch wider, knees bend, and then we go for a rotation. Let those arms sway from side to side. Let the gaze look over the shoulder. Okay, step the feet back to still. Maybe they come together or go hip distance. In either case, notice your posture, relax your shoulders. Take a breath in, reach those hands up nice and high. And as you breathe out, forward fold. Take it all the way down. Knees can soften as you relax down. Breathing in, lengthen the chest forward. Try lengthen the legs too. Nice straight line, halfway lift. And then exhale, bend through the knees. Fold all the way down. Place your palms to the ground, bend through the knees. Inhale, step or hop. Take it to plank. And then exhale, press the heels away, pull the belly in, pause it here. Press the earth away, almost rounding your upper back, just a tiny touch. Hold it there, tummy pulls in. One more breath. And then when you're ready, take it back to downward dog. So we're going to lift those hips up nice and high, press the heels down towards the ground, feeling strong, adjust anything that needs adjusting. On an inhale, bring your right leg up towards the ceiling. On an exhale, heel to bum, knee to the sky. So you let the pelvis adjust. Maybe your gaze looks all the way underneath that right arm. Hold it there, three-legged dog. And then nice and slowly, float the foot back down, grounding through that right foot, and we'll swap sides. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, heel to bum, knee to the sky. Open up the hips, maybe shift the gaze underneath the left arm. Nice and slow, float the foot down. We're coming back to the right hand side. Inhale, right leg goes high. This time, exhale, knee to nose. You're going to bring it forward just like we did in that warm up. Inhale, leg goes high, stretch it back, extend. Exhale, knee to nose, tuck it forward. Last one, inhale. And exhale, knee to nose. Hold, shift, foot comes down. So we're placing ourselves down in a runner's lunge. We'll adjust to lengthen the spine. Pull the belly in. Notice how much you need those hands. Maybe you remove them from the ground completely and reach the hands back. Keep pressing away through the left heel. Keep strongly bent through the right. Hold it there, one more breath. And then nice and slow, inhale, bring the arms, lift the chest, find your balance. And as you exhale, float those arms around and down. Now we're going to take a grip, holding on to the elbows. Now just make a mental note of which arm is under so that we can swap on the second side. Press that left heel down, nice deep bend through the right. And then from where you are, we're going to work on straightening our legs. So if your stance feels wobbly, maybe go wider, just a tiny touch. Maybe go shorter, just a tiny touch. Both of those things are going to help. In either case, lengthen. Back heel can be lifted or pressed towards the floor. I want you to draw the shoulders back and down so you're opening across the front of the chest. And then keeping that flat back, start your lean. Both legs are straight. Try to avoid rounding. Chest stays lifted, collarbone lifted, legs are long. Then soften the right knee, step the left foot to join, come all the way to the top of the mat, feet hip distance. Again, see if you can draw the shoulders back and down. Hold it there, maybe you can lift your gaze, just a tiny touch. And then release. Remembering which one's on the bottom, free those hands, stretch the palms out. Lift your gaze, take a breath in. Take a breath out. Breathe in, reach the hands up nice and high. Breathe out, shoulders back and down. Interlace the fingers by the bum. Breathing in, lift the chest up, squeeze the shoulder blades. Breathing out, bend the knees, forward fold, take it all the way down. Arms are going to come up and over. Now relax your head, keep extending through the shoulders, maybe you extend through the legs too, totally optional. 2 more breaths, hold it there. And then nice and slow, soften knees, float those hands down, take your time uncurling, let your head be the last to lift. Check in when you're up. Okay, let's try the second side. We can go feet hip distance or together. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, folding down. Legs can be long if you fancy a stronger stretch. Breathing in, halfway lift. Maybe those hands are on the shins as you lengthen the back, look forward. And then breathing out, folding down. Knees bend, palms to the floor. Breathe in, step or hop, take it to plank. Breathe out, straight to downward dog, hips go high. Now from where you are, grounding down, checking in, let's go feet hip distance. We're going to breathe in, left leg goes high. Breathe out, knee to nose, tuck forward. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, tuck. Breathe in, extend. High plank, breathe out, tuck. Hold. Shift your gaze down to your palms. Float that foot down, adjust as much as you need if it doesn't land where you'd like it to. And then pausing there, lengthen your spine. Notice if there's anything you could do here. Maybe you could press that back heel away more. Maybe you could lengthen the spine more. Maybe you don't need the hands. Set yourselves up. Pause. Deep bend through the left leg. And then rise to a stand. Pressing strongly. Reach through the arms. Find your balance. Hold it there. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. When you're ready, float those arms back and down. We're going to take our bind second side. So you're thinking about re-wrapping those hands into the opposite and then squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. Find your height, lengthen your chest, maybe lift your gaze. And then from where you are, maybe widening your stance, maybe shortening the distance and lengthening. We're going to keep the back flat, ease it forward. Hold, breathe, pause. Chest is lifted, shoulders drawing back. One more. When you're ready, soften the left knee, step the right foot to join, come to a stand, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift your gaze, draw the shoulder blades down, and release. Free the hands, open those palms nice and wide, tuck the tailbone under, breath in, breath out. Now this time, fingers come to the lower back. We're going to point the fingers down towards the bum and we hug the elbows in for support. Squeeze those shoulder blades towards each other. Let's go feet hip distance. And then from where you are, bend through the knees, tuck your tail down. Lean forward, so with the tailbone tucked under, we press the weight forward through the hips. We've got the support of the elbows squeezing in towards each other. Press the hands into the lower back for more support and then lift your chest. Now you decide here how far you bend. So those of you that want to take it deeper could bend more deeply, press the hips forward more deeply and extend back. The higher you are, the softer it will be. So you decide what's right for your body today. And then nice and slow, rise up, just the same as before. Interlace fingers by the bum, fold it down, belly to thigh, head is heavy. Extend through the arms. Option to stay put, option to lengthen through those legs. Hold it there. Soften knees, release the hands, gently float them down before you uncurl, come all the way up. Check in, head, neck, shoulders. And then just the same as before, step those feet nice and wide. Shake it all out, knees bend, find a rotation. And gradually coming all the way back to still. We're going to take ourselves down to the ground. Let's find a squat. Feet nice and wide, toes turn out. Let's externally rotate those hips. Sinking down, find length in the spine. You decide how low to go. Maybe higher is where you're going to be today. If it's okay to, we're coming all the way down. Doesn't matter if heels are up or heels are down. In either case, lengthen the spine. Maybe use the elbows to distance the knees. Maybe extend those arms out wide. Lifting through the chest. Hold it there. And then when you're ready, nice and slow, float the hands down, float the knees down, bring yourselves onto all fours. And then from where you are, let's find a side stretch in our puppy. So we glide the arms forward, but before we relax, walk those hands across to the right. Keep the hands separated, allow the head to relax down. And then if you did want to intensify, the option is there for that left hand to climb on top of the right one. Head is heavy, spine is long. And then we swap sides. We think about shifting all the way across to the second side, palms separated, Relaxing down through the head. Maybe stacking the palms. And then releasing. Easing yourselves all the way back. Up onto all fours, and we're going to come onto our bum. So however is good for you, find yourself a seat. And we're going to think about taking a double pigeon pose. So for this one, let's start with the right leg long, and we'll bring your left ankle all the way past your right thigh. And you want to try and find a figure of 4 shape so that you've got that hip open, and the hope is that the knee starts to fall down towards the ground. So if it's up in the air today, no problem, but the sensation, the press, is for the knee to go down towards the ground. And then from here you have 2 options. This might be enough for you, you're welcome to stay here. The alternative is to go hands behind and curl the bottom leg up and under so that you're stacking ankle and knee, and then on the other side, knee and ankle. This is a double pigeon, so you're trying to find that stacked. Again, it might be that one hip is up in the air, that's totally fine. The general aim is to press that down. If this is too much, come back to that first figure of 4 variation. In either case, we're going to fold forward, so we think about the back being nice and long as we ease ourselves towards a fold. So we allow the head to drop. Maybe the spine curls just a little bit. And then gently unravel, coming all the way back up. Let's swap sides. Both legs go long, give the ankles a wriggle. And then let's try the same on the second side. So we find our figure of 4. Ankle is passed to avoid digging in. Flex through the foot in the long leg, spine is long. Maybe that's where you stay. Maybe you find your double, thinking about stacking ankle and knee, knee and ankle, and then folding forwards. Maybe that's too strong, in which case the bottom leg stays extended. In either case, press forward, belly towards thigh, spine long. Maybe the head starts to drop down. And then gently uncurl. Lift yourselves up. Lengthen the legs, give the ankles a wriggle. Okay, and then when you're ready, we're going to think about coming all the way down onto our backs. So we bend through the knees, we sit tall through the spine, we lower ourselves down. We stretch the arms out nice and wide, in line with the shoulders, palms face the ceiling, and then we bring those heels much closer towards the bum. Cross your right leg over the top of your left, and then allow the knees to fall to the left. Find that rotation, that twist through the spine. Grounding down through shoulders, maybe your gaze turns to the right. And then gently head to center, legs to center, unhook, rehook. Same thing, second side, left leg on top. Let those knees fall. Let your gaze shift away, grounding through the shoulders, starting to slow the breath right down. And then gently ease yourselves back to center. Ease the legs back, knees hug in towards the belly. Draw circles with those knees, soften the lower back. Change direction. And then nice and slowly turning onto one side. We're going to stay down. Set yourselves up so that you're comfortable. Hips stacked, knees stacked, feet stacked. And then we're going to lift the head up. We're going to draw a straight line from the elbow and shoulder, and then we're going to bring that hand all the way up towards the ceiling. So from where you are, you should have a 90-degree angle away from the body. I want you to shorten that just a little bit. From here, we're going to stack your spare hand all the way over the top. And then I want you to start to think about drawing down. So you're going to use that top elbow to press down on the bottom palm the back of the palm to find a little bit of a shoulder stretch here for your deltoid. This is too much for the head. Find something to cushion the head, the neck, or maybe rest the head down. If you need more pressure, be gentle, but adjust where you're placing the weight. So like a lever, if you put more weight at the end, it's going to be a stronger press than if you keep with this rotation that we've got at the moment. And then we're going to change sides. So we're going to release, set yourselves up. You guys can turn around. I'm going to switch so that you can see. So we're lying on our side. We've got the stacking going on to feel nice and secure through the bottom half of the body. And then we're finding that long line through the arm. We're going to bend at the elbow. And then when you're here, take that angle again. So rather than keeping that straight line, shift it in just a tiny touch. From where you are, stack the hands, stack the elbow, and then think about finding that rotation as you drop. Then you decide how far it goes. And then we're just going to pause it here. Maybe you want a little bit more, just gently. Nothing too strenuous here. Careful with the body. And then release. And we'll come all the way up to a sit. Seated, however, is comfortable for you. Draw the shoulders down. Lengthen through the spine. Let's take a deep breath in. And then a deep breath out. Thank you ever so much for giving that a go. Have a lovely day. Namaste.